What on earth has happened to Carol Vorderman recently? Now, if you're unfamiliar with Carol Vorderman, she is like a British Z-list celebrity. She used to be one of the presenters on a panel show called Countdown, where people had to make words out of jumbled letters, and she was like the maths genius when it came to the sums bit. So she was famous for that, and then after that she did nothing except she would be in the papers for showing off her, how can I describe it? I think the term triggers broom has been used to describe Carol Vorderman, thanks to the copious amount of plastic surgery, which is rather obvious when you look at her. And for those of you interested, Trigger's broom had something like 18 heads and 15 handles so during its lifetime. So anyway, you will see Carol Vorderman now doing the rounds on lefty woke panel shows on television or on X or Twitter, giving her political opinions. And it's not just political opinions. This is toxic stuff. She has turned into a woke, frothy-mouthed canceller, and she really is quite nasty. For example, she instigated the pile-on Lawrence Fox, or especially Lawrence Fox, but she does it to anyone conservative and right-wing thinking. She is venomously against the Conservatives, especially Suella Braverman, and she is the epitome of a bully. She's a classic bully because she tells people who to vote for, she tells people who to complain about, how to do it, and even posts little templates on her Twitter account showing people how to cut and paste and get on with it. So this isn't a woman with a political opinion, this is a bully directing hatred from her followers onto people she doesn't like. And interestingly, there was around 8,000 complaints to Ofcom about Lawrence Fox on GB News. Now, considering less than half that number, and significantly less than half that number, watch that particular show with Dan Wootton on GB News, how on earth could 8,000 people complain when they haven't watched it? Well, I'll tell you how. People like Carol Vorderman gave out Ofcom's email address and a template on her Twitter account so people can cut and paste and fill it in to complain about Lawrence Fox on GB News. That's how they do it, folks. It's a pile-on. And that kind of thing is against Twitter's user guidelines. And she's also massively two-faced, or typical lefty, isn't it? She was photographed with a couple of right-wing conservatives at a race course, and then days later on Twitter she slagged them off. She even instigated the pile-on on the Reverend Calvin Robinson, and in the same breath said she didn't know who he was. My goodness. So yeah, Carol Vorderman has become rather nasty and is a bit of a woke bully. And if you want to report her on Twitter, then you can do so. I'm only joking. I'd rather she stayed on social media so people can see what she's really like. Anyway, that's my video. I hope you like. Please comment, share, subscribe, and until the next time, Roger Trout.